Welcome back, Holotable Heroes, to yet another Galaxy of Heroes video. I am your boy Scribble, and it's Friday. You know what that means. Everybody knows what that means. It is the day of the week, one of two, where I go bold so you don't have to. And this week's Galactic Challenge is a bit of a doozy. Alright, we are flying high above the planet of Jakku, where the Resistance lie in wait for us. We have benefits for our Galactic Republic allies, the global modifiers, if you will. Last stand being the first one. Whenever a ship reaches 0% protection, they gain retribution. Whenever they cross 50% health, they will gain defense up. And if they fall below 25% health, they'll get damage immunity for a turn. All very good and well, except if you skip these thresholds and go from, say, 60% health to 0% health in one hit, you will just straight up die and not gain some of these buffs, which is absolutely going to happen because the resistance ships that we're facing are on some powerful kind of magic. There is also afterburners. At the start of each attacker's turn, they're going to gain speed up for a turn, and whenever an attacker is targeted by an enemy, they'll lose that speed up and gain chaff for one turn. Our modifiers of the Galactic Republic, Kenobi is going to be happy. Essentially, we are going to be reflecting damage. This is kind of like the Padme modifier. Whenever we reflect damage back to the enemy, that is actually going to be stacking by 10% every time it happens. So it can help us kill the enemy, who are both insanely powerful, insanely fast, and very chunky. So it's useful. Fearless Fortitude is the modifier for the Resistance fleet, and they are essentially going to be gaining heal over times all of the time, and whenever they gain a buff, which is constantly, they're going to gain stacking potency, crit chance, and crit damage, as well as, you know, more turn meter, because that's just what you want in a Resistance fleet, is more turn meter and stacking stats. So, the feats then, we need to win with Galactic Republic. That's 5 ships now. 5, not 3. 5 Galactic Republic ships. We need to win with one light side and dark side, and then we need the very annoying win after evading 10 attacks. So, I'm going to do this in 2 battles. We're going to start off with a Galactic Republic with a dark side ship. Then we're going to move on to the evasion feats. Let's start off with the Galactic Republic with a dark side ship. So, Negotiator is, of course, the first port of call. Now, if you've got the Marauder, I do recommend you use it, but this video is not going to be using the Marauder because I feel like that's a little bit exclusive. Instead, we'll go with a relatively prototypical, old school kind of lineup for Galactic Republic. Now, we could get away with one less and still fill out 3 slots here with reinforcements, but I'm just going to take in more Galactic Republic. Now, for our dark side ship, of course, the best one to use is going to be the Hound's Tooth, and then I think what we'll do is we'll throw in Han's Millennium Falcon, just in case. Han's Millennium Falcon, for the others of you that don't know, when it reinforces, passes foresight to all our allies. Now, it's unlikely that we get the 10 dodges, but there's always a chance. You never know, you might get lucky and get a bunch of dodges. Now, this is RNG based. It's kind of a horrible Galactic Challenge, truth be told, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to start off with an AoE here. Of course, they just resist everything. We gain that bonus turn with Bananakin. If they kill someone, you just back out. Just immediately back out. Like I said, they completely skip that damage immunity phase, which is going to happen quite frequently. Alrighty, so it's gone a little bit differently this time. They've gone after Anakin instead here, and we are okay coming out of the opening gate. You saw the amount of damage there that the Ray's Millennium Falcon took from doing that AoE. Reflecting that damage is a real nice thing. So we're going to instead go ahead and let's get rid of that retribution. I don't particularly want them having that. It's not nice. There we go. They've triggered their DI, and immediately we want to try and get rid of that Ray's Millennium Falcon. Now, we could obviously do the mass assist here, but everybody is in real danger of dying. So instead, I'm going to place the Undying Loyalty ability on our allies to keep them in the game. And then let's just use the AoE here. Our Millennium Falcon didn't die because, like I said, they're really chunky. If I'd have focused, perhaps they would have died. They're just going to take 1,002 turns, back to 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 back turns, and then we'll destroy Ray's Millennium Falcon. And then in on Poe Dameron next. Nicely done. Now, what I think we shall do is let's actually call in Plo Koon's ship here. I want to cleanse off a bunch of these debuffs, and I'm going to give us some turn meter so it becomes a little bit easier for us to deal with Poe. Now, they're going to get a reinforcement, and they come in. It always seems to be that they get Raven's Claw as their first reinforcement. I don't know why. It's just a thing that they do. We'll do an AoE here. We will get rid of that silly little ship, and then I'm going to force the taunt and the crit hit immunity onto our BTLB Y-Wing. Next up, it's going to be a mass assist coming in on the SF-17, the world's greatest tank. And we just look to deal with it. 125,000 points of damage there out of Ahsoka. Not too shabby. Now, Anakin cannot miss with his basic, which is rather lovely, and it's an enduring quality that you'll find on Anakin or Vader all the time. Now I'm going to call in Han's Millennium Falcon here. He's going to pass Foresight to all of our allies. It might do something. I don't know. Maybe we'll get an evasion. Maybe we won't. Who knows? They've come in now with Resistance Pilot. So let's put crit hit immunity maybe over here on our tank, even though they're not taunting right now. Let's do an AoE to get rid of the Foresight and pass us Defense Pen up. It should be pretty plain sailing from this point. But don't underestimate the amount of damage output and survivability that this enemy team has. It is quite frankly ridiculous. Increase their cooldowns with a nice little ultimate from the Negotiator. One more hit and we will deal... Oh, well, not one more hit. Not anymore anyway. Because, like I said, this team is just so incredibly tanky. It's unreal. It just refuses to die. There we go. Okay. It feels like a waste to actually use the mass assist on a ship that's about to die from one basic. So I'm going to save that and I'm going to put the unending loyalty across the board. And let's just focus in on the Resistance Pilot. And we'll just force the taunt and the crit hit immunity. And of course, they'll get another ship. Eventually, they will hit ultimate. Like I said, this fleet is just way too tanky for its own good. Hopefully, we'll get our mass assist here. Lovely. There we go. Of course, we don't land any debuffs. That would be silly. But we have gotten rid of Resistance Pilot. Only young Lando's Millennium Falcon. We're seeing all of the Falcons in this particular Galactic Challenge today, aren't we? Now, I don't think that we've got the... I don't think we got the evasions. But we will get win with one light side, one dark side. We will get win with 5 Galactic Republic. You don't have to call the Houndstooth to get that win with one light side, one dark side. It's not necessary. Alright, so I'm going to go in with an Empire fleet now for the dodges. It is awkward. We're using the Gauntlet Starfighter. Yes, I'm using the TIE Interceptor and the TIE Defender, starting a lineup of TIE Fighter Pilot, and you need to have the Taxi in the starting lineup. If you've got Scythe, highly recommend using Scythe as well, but I don't want to make this too exclusive. Yeah, so there's RNG in the opener. If you get some dodges, fantastic. The Gauntlet should help you with a little bit of survivability. Let's go ahead and use this first special over here just to gain a little bit of additional survivability. And once again, so what we can do here, if the Millennium Falcon has got this thrust reversal, it's going to have a 100% counter chance. So by using that first special here, we'll actually gain Foresight on our TIE Fighter, and it's going to counter. Lovely. That's going to let us reinforce. So you're going to come in with the TIE Interceptor. That's going to get rid of a bunch of the buffs. Lovely. And then if I use this first special, it's going to pass Foresight to a random character. Now, still got thrust reversal or whatever it is. So it's going to counterattack, and we've got Foresight, which means we are going to evade, which is lovely. Boop. Nice bit of evasion there. Ooh, another bit of evasion. So that's 3 dodges we've had so far. I'm just going to look to spread some target lock at the moment. Now, it's highly likely that the Gauntlet just straight up dies. Luckily, we actually triggered into the DI there. So let's just do a basic here. And we've lost the Gauntlet. That's no surprise. Alrighty. So I think we've got 2 dodges so far. 2 dodges. Perhaps 3. Now, this first special over here will pass Foresight to support characters. We've only got 1 right now. Oh, no, that's not a support. Okay, ignore me. Ignore me. We have no support characters right now. There are some good ones, though. So I don't want to hit that thrust reversal right now. So instead, we're just going to focus in on Poe Dameron. We do need to get a couple more dodges, if you please. Let's look to... Yeah, if we do this, we should gain Foresight. He'll counterattack, and that's going to dodge, which is going to give our capital ship no turn meter, apparently. Of course, because it's not a TIE Fighter. Ignore me. Okay, so I'm going to come in now with the TIE Defender, because we need something that's going to even the playing field just a little bit. And I'm going to stun Rey's Falcon. We want to keep the damage going in on Poe Dameron right now. I think we've had 3... Well, I don't know if that counts as a dodge when you've got damage immunity. But anyway, first special from the TIE Fighter is always going to pass us Foresight as well. Let's keep the damage going on Poe. Poe is gone. Another dodge there. Lovely. Now I'm going to fully heal the Interceptor because it's going to be passing lots of Foresight for us. So I think we're on 3 or 4 dodges right now. That's passing more Foresight, 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 Foresight. Okay, 4 dodges, maybe 5. Let's keep it going. Right, yeah, let's just basic over here. basic over there. I'm going to call in the Emperor's Shuttle. Emperor's Shuttle is another support unit, so when we use the first special out of the capital ship, that is going to actually provide us, that's another dodge, 6. It's going to provide us another sort of source of foresight. I'm going to keep attacking over here, even though it's got damage immunity, because I want to keep the enemy ships alive. 7 dodges. This first special will pass us more foresight. Foresight across the board. Lovely. 6, 7, 8 dodges now. Let's keep going. This first special, once again, gives us foresight. Got lovely foresight. Just a basic. Let's just use this AoE. More foresight. We're on 8 dodges at the moment, I believe. Let's actually see about placing a taunt on. It's taunting on the TIE Defender, who does have foresight currently. They've gotten rid of our capital ship. It should be absolutely fine. We should have enough damage here to survive. 9 dodges. 10 dodges. Alright, we should be golden. We should be absolutely golden. Now, I'm going to stun the Resistance Pilot. It's irresistible, that stun on TIE Defender if it's been reinforced. And let's just keep getting dodges. We should be able to win out here. It's most important, I feel, to spread the target lock, obviously, but also to try and take down one ship at a time as quickly as possible. More dodges again. If we keep getting dodges, it's even better. So let's actually strip away all of that. Just a basic over here. More dodges, 2 more dodges. I mean, we've definitely gained all of the dodges for this particular round. It's not so bad. I'll put it on auto. I don't see how we lose from this position. More dodges once again. Hopefully we get even more to really drive it home. Now, I understand, guys, that this particular fleet is not exactly massively accessible. If you do have something like maybe potentially a rebel fleet, like a strong rebel fleet, you might be able to get it done as well. Maybe there's a variant of this particular fleet that's even better at getting dodges. This, to me, was the easiest way of getting all those dodges. We've had probably somewhere in excess of 15 dodges so far. Now, I can't show you the feat ticking over because I've already got it, but that should get the job done. Absolutely smashing. Now, everybody, ladies and gentlebeans of the tribe at home, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Come join me later on, where we will be streaming our GACs and 2 GAC matches on Twitch and YouTube this evening, right after Attack Phase goes live, or a couple of hours in. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.